Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Amit and on this channel I share my experience of living with the Tesla Model 3. And in this video I'll give my review of my Tesla Model 3. I've always liked cars, but I've been a bigger fan of technology in general, and owning a Tesla combines them both. The Tesla Model 3 is by far the most enjoyable and greatest car I've ever driven. I've never owned any luxury or electric car before. In fact, I've actually driven 2012 Ford Focus for majority of my time behind the wheel. Currently, the Model 3 is most affordable vehicle that Tesla offers and is one of the best-selling mid-size luxury sedans in Australia. Let me quickly go over the Tesla ordering process. I ordered my Tesla Model 3 in October using my phone while my wife Sangeeta and I were on a holiday at the Sunshine Coast. If you have ever ordered anything online, the process of ordering a Tesla is fairly similar. It was an intuitive and seamless experience to say the least. 2 months later, I took delivery of my Model 3 in Brisbane, and the delivery process was also incredibly quick and easy. We were literally in and out of the warehouse within 30 minutes. We actually wanted to buy Model Y, but there was not any update from Tesla Australia on when the car will be available. And also the car stock in the country with every manufacturer was very limited. So to ensure that we get a new car, and especially a Tesla, as soon as possible, I ordered the base configuration Model 3 in white, which costed around $65,000 at that time. The base Model 3 has a single rear wheel motor, 18-inch aero wheels, giving it a 440 km range on a single charge. In addition, it has heated seats, open minimalistic design trim across the dash, power adjustable front seats, and side mirrors. Additional features of the vehicle includes a fully tinted glass roof with ultraviolet and infrared protection, auto dimming power folding heated side mirrors, a large center screen, a center console with covered storage and wireless phone charging capability to charge two devices at the same time. There are also two USB ports in the center console's back for the rear passengers and two more inside the storage area. All other colors except white cost an additional $1,500 to $3,000, so I chose the complimentary and stunning white color. To stay up to speed on the Tesla Model 3 and my experience with it, it would be a good idea to subscribe to the channel right now. Unlike all other conventional cars, Tesla comes with a Keycard that's the size of a credit card or your driving license, which can easily be carried in your pocket or wallet. However, the Keycard is only as a backup option, since the Tesla app and your smartphone operate as the primary key. Once your phone is connected and set up with the car, you don't actually need those cards on a day-to-day basis. Although Tesla recommends carrying your keycard in case your phone pairing does not work for any reason. I can use the Tesla app to control various aspects of my Model 3. I can see its precise position, the interior temperature, and how many kilometers of range it has left. I can even turn on the heat or air conditioning from anywhere. When I get in the car to drive it, I don't need to use the phone app or even take my phone out of my pocket, because the car senses when I'm close to the car, as my phone is connected via Bluetooth to the car. Moreover, I can remotely unlock and lock the doors, open the trunk or the frunk, honk the horn, or flash the lights. This comes very handy when you're trying to find your car in a busy parking lot. In the same way, when I park, I simply exit the car, and as I walk away with my smartphone in my pocket, the car will lock itself automatically. And because of this, all I need to go for a drive is my phone and my wallet. Now let's talk about Model 3's design. It just looks amazing in any color, but especially in white. In fact, even before seeing the interior, which is absolutely stunning, people will immediately notice how futuristic the design is just from seeing the exterior of the car. The exterior of Model 3 is very sleek and sporty. It doesn't have a front grille. It has an all-glass roof and all its door handles are flush with the body. However, all the technology in this car, I have to explain how to use the door handles to every passenger who sits in my car for the first time. To open the doors from outside, you press in with your thumb and then grab the long part when it comes out. Not only do I have to explain how does the door open from outside, but I also have to explain how to open the door from inside. To get out of the car, you need to press the top button on the interior door handle, which people usually mistake with window button. So again, it's different than what people are used to, but once you know how it works, it's very intuitive and natural. Now Tesla doesn't have an engine in front, which means there's an extra storage space compartment which is called frunk. Unlike the trunk, to open the frunk, you either have to go inside the car and use your screen to open it or use your app to open it, which means the frunk accessibility is not that user friendly currently, and it can be used to store things which you don't regularly need. But talking about the rear trunk, the space is great. It provides ton of storage for a small car that Tesla Model 3 is. It even has a lower compartment for even more storage. So I'm really impressed with overall amount of storage space in Model 3. Tesla Model 3 has 8 cameras and various other sensors that helps in the feature called autopilot. Autopilot basically allows your car to drive itself on a freeway in a straight line. If a car in front slows down, your car will slow down. If your car in front picks up the speed, your car will automatically pick up the speed. And the car will steer itself to stay in the same lane. This feature is recommended mostly for highways, but I've been using it in the city as well, and the feature doesn't disappoint. But you always have to be extra cautious to make sure you are ready to take control if needed. The Model 3 didn't have a good blind spot detection system when we bought the car, but it was enabled early this year with an over-the-air software update. And now, as soon as we indicate, the camera feedback is displayed on the screen to help with the blind spot detection, which is a significant improvement in the overall driving experience. The conventional 18-inch aero wheels are always a popular subject of discussion. Some people dislike them, while others embrace them. The aero wheels are attractive in my opinion. The aero wheels get their name from being aerodynamic, so they actually help the Model 3 get better range efficiency compared to the 19-inch sport wheels. Plus, the best part about this is you can pop out these aero wheels covers off and reveal the actual alloy rim underneath it, which actually looks pretty good. And you save yourself $3,000 by not upgrading to the 19-inch sports wheels. Now let's discuss the interior. The glass roof provides an incredible view. The vegan leather seats are some of the most comfortable car seats I've ever sat in. The center console provides even more storage in addition to 2 smartphone charging docks up front. The absence of an instrument cluster provides a nice wide view through the windshield. And the back seats can accommodate up to 3 adults. Tesla is a software and energy company that also makes cars. So it should come to no surprise that the touchscreen in the Model 3 is best out of any car right now. The majority of the screen is a map in the GPS, and all the dials and the buttons you can see in conventional cars are relocated from hardware to software via the center-mounted 15-inch touchscreen display. The Model 3's information and quick controls are displayed on the right side. These include the speedometer, battery or kilometer information, autopilot and cruise settings, among other things. However, I should immediately point out that the speedometer being on the touchscreen is not as much of a problem as it might initially look. You can use the windscreen wipers by clicking button on the left stalk and choose if you would like the car to control the wiper automatically or a speed that you want to choose manually. The touchscreen itself is very responsive and fairly easy to navigate. And for this being the first version of this type of screen, Tesla has done an excellent job. Button menu at the bottom had different icons for various things like climate control, music source. Now the settings in the climate control are not that intuitive at the first because it's completely software controlled, but again, it's like most other things in Tesla Model 3. once you get used to it, you don't want to go back, and it feels so natural to be using those settings. Tesla keeps on improving on the interface. When we initially got the car, the layout was entirely different. But now the car allows you to choose the features and the apps that you use mostly and pin them to the bottom of the screen. The backup camera is also one of the best I've seen in a car. Because of how large the display is, it comes in handy as the view out of the rear view mirror is pretty narrow. Almost everything is controlled via the touchscreen display. Opening the trunk or front, setting the lights, even opening the glove box. The car has inbuilt navigation system, and Google Maps are utilized by the navigation system to deliver turn-by-turn directions. The trip planner is also fantastic because it'll tell you which superchargers you need to stop at and how long you need to charge in order to reach your destination without running out of energy when you enter a location that is farther than your current battery range. The sound system is also one of the best and supports music streaming via Bluetooth from your smartphone. Now let's discuss about the steering wheel, which contains a few controls for a car in addition to those two stalks on either side, including the cruise control, turn signals, windshield wipers. The wheel itself features two scroll buttons that may be scrolled up and down, left or right, and clicked in the middle. The left scroll button is reserved for music playing and can be used to change the level, move on to the next or previous song, or play a playlist. Basic voice command can be activated by pressing the right scroll button. We will cover the voice commands in another video later. Let's now discuss one of the significant factors that led my purchase of Model 3, autopilot. I'm pretty sure if you know about Tesla cars, you know about autopilot. Autopilot best works on highways and can automatically steer, accelerate, and brake as necessary to stay inside the lane at whatever speed you specify. While driving, double tapping the right stalk will enable autopilot. If it's available, a message will appear warning you to keep your hands on the wheel and be prepared to take control at any moment. However, even though you are supposed to keep your hands on the wheel, you can clearly see that it steers, accelerates, and even slows down and stops on its own. But I think you should always be prepared to take control of the car at any given moment. If the car doesn't detect your hands on the wheel, a notice will appear from time to time to take control of the vehicle. Now you can quickly adjust your speed on the autopilot or cruise control by scrolling the right wheel up or down. You can also set the distance between the Model 3 and the car in front by scrolling the wheel to the right or left. I've used autopilot in my car for hundreds of kilometers and it's nearly flawless, apart from one or two occasions, but I keep my eye on the road while driving, so I was able to control the situation easily. But that's why it's recommended, even while using autopilot, you should always be paying attention to the road and the conditions around you. It really is there to help you take the boring part out of the driving and lets me relax for a little bit more than usual. To enable normal cruise control, tap down on the right stalk once. And like any other cruise control system, the car maintains its speed. But if the car in front of you slows down, Model 3 will actually apply brakes, and if the car in front moves again, then the car accelerates for you as well. So basically it brakes and accelerates for you, but you still have to control the steering wheel input in the normal cruise control. Autopilot is definitely one of the best features of Model 3 that I feel that makes Teslas really special, as it's very advanced and compared to other cars, it's very reliable. The first thing people notice when driving or riding in a Tesla Model 3 is how quiet it is. This is a common experience for people who have never driven or ridden an electric car. So it's not unique to Tesla, but it's so satisfying being dead silent when you're at a stop, and even when you are moving, the car is partially silent. After one gets acclimated to the car's silence, people then start to notice how quickly the Model 3 accelerates. This fast acceleration is mostly caused by the immediate torque that electric cars have. There are petrol cars that are faster than Tesla Model 3's 5.5 second to 0 to 100 km per hour time, but instant torque makes the car seem much more quick. Now, the handling is better than anything else I've driven. The compact steering wheel is a lot smaller than my previous car, and it has a very comfortable grip when steering. The Model 3 feels super sporty and nimble. It does not have Smart Air suspension, but ride is significantly less bumpy and more comfortable than my previous car. Now, one of the best and biggest differences when transitioning from a gas vehicle to electric vehicle like Model 3 is one pedal driving. When you take your foot off the accelerator in Model 3, the car really slows down using automated regenerative braking. So you rarely need to touch the brake pedal unless you need to come to a complete stop or stop extremely rapidly. This not only saves your brake pads, but also lets you drive efficiently. One pedal while driving with regen braking requires some getting used to. Once you get hang of it, you'll never want to drive a normal car again. The fully electric motor really does improve the driving experience, which is very hard to describe. Now, what if I told you that the Tesla Model 3 will be better next year than it is now? After all, Tesla is constantly improving its software, and just like all other Tesla vehicles, the Model 3 can download software updates automatically as Tesla releases them and get better with time. Let's talk about costs and savings. Tesla Model 3 is a luxury car first and foremost. It has made it possible for me to never visit a fuel station again to get fuel. Instead of frequent gas station trips, I just charge my Model 3 in my garage. So it's also saving me time. The Model 3 has a mobile connection cable that allows for home charging using a standard outlet. This gives my Model 3 a 15 kilometers range per hour of charging. For more convenience at our home, we installed a Tesla wall box that provides us with a 45 kilometers per hour charge rate. So for driving 100 kilometers in a fuel powered car, it would cost us at least $10 more than what it costs us using our electric car. The money I'll be saving now doesn't entirely justify the initial cost of the car by any means, but it will eventually keep saving me money on fuel and maintenance, which is always a nice to have. When it comes to being an ideal car, the Model 3 succeeds in almost every category. It is a beautiful while being all electric and emitting no emissions, fast but quiet, speedy yet safe, compact yet comfy, fun yet relaxing, and it can go more than 400 kilometers on a single charge. So that's my review of the 2022 Tesla Model 3. I'll be making more future videos about the Model 3 and my experience, tips and tricks about the car. So be sure to subscribe and press that like button. If you enjoyed this video, please share it with your friends, family and other Tesla fans. Please share your views in the comment section below about Tesla Model 3 and other electric cars. What you like about it, what you dislike about them. If you have any suggestions about the video or anything that I missed, please let me know, and thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.